Great. Let's go ahead and get started. It's about 12:03. I think if people are going to join, they're going to be joining. Um, they would have joined already, but if not, that's okay. We'll go ahead and get started, and then we will basically record this, and then we will keep it available for people that will be seeing it later on. Okay. With that said, I'm just going to go ahead and have Sanjay is going to be showing the application, actually the screens and the back end of the G4 application, and I will be doing the presentation part of it. So as today, what we're going to do, we're going to, can we go ahead and get started on the, it's already recording. Great. Thanks again for everybody that's being on this presentation, on this webinar. We've been trying to do a webinar almost every single month on different important topics that really affects the bottom line for the properties. Um, I think G4 and Google Analytics is something very important, especially understanding that 90% of all searches are happening on Google. 90.1, I believe, is the actual statistics. Is not, so just, roughly 90 plus percentage of people are searching on Google. So that's absolutely just is a monopoly, of course. And then, of course, we cannot ignore Google. So everything we need to do to be able to be rated and to use all the tools that Google provides for us. Today, we're going to look at three different tools. One is the Google G4 Analytics, the Google Analytics. Secondly, we're going to look at the Google free booking link that they're providing, competing with the OTAs. Thirdly, we'll be looking at the Google hotel ads. So with that said, I'm just going to jump in directly into the PowerPoint, and we'll just walk through that. All right. So the first thing we're going to look at, why is a hotel booking engine? Why is it so important? As I just mentioned, are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
This, okay, great. Okay. So, and also one more thing, please feel free to stop me if you have any questions, and then we can just jump in and answer any questions. We have about 30 slides. I don't think we're going to finish everything, but definitely would like to answer any questions that you might have. So, hotel booking engine is, why is it important? So, the G4 Google Analytics that's just released, G4 was released end of last year, and they do not use any other types of analytics software that was in the past. Now everything is optimized to use only G4, which is their version of Google Analytics. And why we are talking about it today is that the booking engine that we provide from Gray Software, like a booking engine for your website, can be tied directly to this G4 booking engine, so you can get more information about how your booking engine is performing. And I think that's really important. So once you understand how the booking engine performing, then you might be able to take some steps to change things, add things, and you can look at the different reporting that we will do. You will see that, we'll show that in a bit. With hotel booking engine, why is hotel booking engine more important? Because um, I believe the latest statistics is about 20% of all bookings that are happening on the internet, everything that's coming to your hotel, about 20% of that is individual hotel bookings coming from your hotel booking engine. This does not include OTAs, which basically account to almost 51% of all bookings that's coming on to any property, small and big properties. Is about 51% of them are coming through what's called OTAs, that is Booking.com, Expedia, Airbnb, VRBO, all the other ones like Hotels.com and all that related to these major platforms. Apart from that, hotel booking engine, which is your own website, is about 20%. So that's why I think it's really important that people really make use of um, these tools to really build your online direct bookings from your website. Okay, during the 2020 pandemic, what happened was there was a dip in the hotel OTA bookings, and individual booking sites became more prominent. But right now, the latest statistics is that they're all back to the same 51% on the OTAs and about 20 to 25% on the hotel booking engine. All right, so let's go through it. Um, you know, so this slide basically talks about why we need to, really focus on hotel booking engine. Of course, our website, you have a website. Everybody should have a website. If you do not have a website, you can talk to us. We might be able to provide you a very basic template website. But everybody should have a website, and you should have a button on your website that says, click here to make a booking, or click here to book now, or book now button. Okay. And that's what we're talking about here. Why do we need to integrate? So a few things we want to talk about here is to track performance, to see how your booking engine is performing, how you can also understand where the guests are coming from, understand guest behavior. The interesting thing here is that we can see what pages, sometimes let's just say we start on the opening page where people are coming in and doing a search for your rooms. And then what happens is maybe some people, they look at the rooms and they drop off right there. So those kind of things can be easily identified, so you can see that people are coming. 100 people visited your website or visited your actual booking engine, but only 25 made the booking. So you understand that maybe your prices are too high, or you can kind of look at the statistics of what's on these reports and determine what actions need to be taken. So you can see the improving marketing return on investment, optimizing conversions. That's what I was sharing about here. Also, you can track, if you do Google hotel ads, you can track everything in one place using the G4. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, go to Google. Yep, there you go. All right, go to the next one. All right, so if you look at the G4, so Google Analytics 4, which is termed as G4, and G4 is basically is what the terminology that Google uses for this latest tool. Coming to the next point is the latest version, and it's in kind of, they're really trying to bring everything into one place. Basically, they're tracking everything, your mobile user experience, and they're tracking, and all the website tracking, everything is directly in one location. Okay, let's keep going down. Okay. All right. So here the reporting section that we are looking at, the user acquisition report. So these are the reports that are provided by the G4, the Google Analytics G4 reports. And with these reports, you can identify, what are the features that is basically people are using. It enables clients to identify how users are finding a website. So if you have a website and you're not using G4, you really need to make sure that you set it up. And if you need help doing that, we are more than happy to help you. We charge for that, but definitely that's something that everybody should add the G4 tracking to your website. It kind of avoids making any mistakes in terms of where you're spending ad dollars, things like that. It provides insight into marketing campaigns like driving traffic to websites, so you can find out which ad campaign actually is working for you, which ad campaign is not working. So you can easily identify those kind of things using this user acquisition report. And you can see if you want to increase your budget. Some campaigns do not work out, so you can tank them and then use some of that money on other things. Let's go to the engagement report. So if you look at the engagement report, so this kind of really shows you, um, you know, user engagement. Okay, so it shows, okay, are these people on our website? How much time are they spending on this page? Are they looking through pictures? So if somebody comes to your booking engine, so we're really talking mainly about the booking engine. Okay, we're not talking about the website as a whole, because a lot of our websites for the customers, I would say a lot of them are run individually. Independent companies are running their own websites, or we also do websites and help websites for our clients, but it's probably a very small percentage of people that we do their websites. So we're really talking about G4 being utilized for the booking engine piece, and we're going to show you how you can connect your G4 directly into the booking engine. I'll show that in a bit. But if you look at it here, we can track and see how many users are coming to your booking engine and how are they engaging. Okay, which pages, where are they? So for instance, we have the search page, and then the next page shows all the pictures, right? So if people are actually just looking through and are not spending too much time on it, it might be a good idea to add pictures. We have the capability on the booking engine to add up to 9 images on these each unit. So you could do that, and also making your images newer, having better images. Definitely, those things can give you an edge, so that you can understand and see by these reports that customers are spending X amount of minutes or X amount of time on these specific pages. Okay, so you can also see, customer satisfaction, conversion reports, seeing how many people are coming to the opening page, how many people are coming and finishing the registration page. So in case sometimes people are not on the registration page and they're not completing it, it gives you an indication something is wrong on the registration page, because some of the pricing, we show the actual pricing on each units, but then on the registration page, which is the final page before where they put their credit card information, we show like if they have like a cleaning fee or housekeeping fee or other fees like that, right? So those could be an issue that you can look at and say, okay, well, it looks like 50% people came to the registration page, but then 50 people came there, but only 25 completed the registration. So you understand something is missing there. Let's keep moving down. All right, so this kind of gives you the monetization report. So this would be really useful when you're using any kind of ads, and also when you make when you look at this report, you can see how much revenue actually came from. Of course, Easy Innkeeping gives you all that data as well, but this one gives you a data from a perspective. You can see even location where they came from, and then you can dive down into the monetization part of it. So you can see how many bookings came through a website and how much revenue came through a website. All right, let's keep going down. Then this is also demographic, data is really interesting. It's good. It shows you users. Okay, what type of users are coming to your platform? How are they getting on your booking engine? Are they using mobile phones? Are they using like desktop applications? So those kind of things gives you devices and what kind of platforms they're using, and where they're coming from. Those kind of things are really very, very helpful to see that. The demographics kind of gives you the understanding of the type of age group that people are coming to your website. For instance, if you see more millennials coming to your booking engine, or certain things, there are a lot of data out there that tells you if you're targeting millennials, you need to add pictures, not so much verbiage. So like you can see, different based on different demographics, you can actually go in and see what you need to do. All right, let's go to the tech details. The next report also looks at like the traffic. It gives you percentage of users overall, what kind of operating system they're using, more technical details that you can see, screen resolutions, versions of the mobile phones, versions of the actual application, iOS and things like that. All right, let's keep going. Advertising details. So this is, not specifically for the booking engine, but this is just overall. So if you are using a website, if you have a website and then you're using the G4 on your website, which I think you should, you definitely need to add G4 on all your websites. But then if you're doing ads, you can see how your ads are coming out. Are they, how much of that is turning into actually useful visitors or conversions. You can see all that type of information. What's the type of conversion you're getting based on the different campaigns that you're using. You can do comparisons. You can understand channels, where they're coming from, and things like that. All right, let's keep going. Multi-channel is just kind of gives you a general idea of, it brings everything into one place. It brings your Google ads, if you do Facebook ads, if you do LinkedIn, all these different ads, wherever you're doing, it's all going to pull everything into one report called the multi-channel report. The multi-channel report, advertising report, they both are probably more applicable if you're doing Google ads, and then the other ones are pretty much useful for anyone that's using the booking engine and a G4 for the booking engine. All right, let's keep going. How Google Analytics helps the hotels. like I mentioned earlier, it allows you to figure out, how your website is doing, how your booking engine is doing. It allows you to analyze the different, which are the successful bookings, and you see a pattern with that. And overall, once a month, if you look at these reports, I think that's kind of pretty normal to do, like once a month, so you can get much data that's consolidated and view for a whole month how things are moving. You can see that. And also you can look at the guest experience, okay, which pages people are spending a lot of time. We have on the booking engine, we also have what they call as individual room booking pages. So we really recommend those kind of pages for special units. So let's just say you have a very special property, and then you have one unit that's a penthouse, or one unit that's a honeymoon suite or something like that. Those kind of things can be put on a special separate page, and use the, what we call as the individual booking link. And so if you do something like that, these the G4 will really give you a very good amount of data, so you see how many people actually went to that individual site, individual page, and made a booking or looked at it, because that gives you a lot more data on those kind of pages. Okay, let's keep going down. All right, so I think with this one, we kind of wrap up the Google G4, Google Analytics, and how it can directly connect into your booking engine. Can we look at the actual software and show Sanjay exactly how we can connect to it? Let's go to that. So if you go to your Google, your main Google page, once you're logged in, if you go all the way down to the bottom, you'll see the Google Analytics right there at the bottom. Click on that one, and then once you get into this, you'll be able to, so you see that, here we have a, like a test system called Grace Test. So you can see new users, how many total users are there, and you see the general analytics dashboard. Okay, so now from here we can jump into the reports section. Let's go to the report section here. And so all the reports that I initially showed you on that in the earlier, PowerPoint, you can see those reports right here. You can look at the acquisition report, the overview, and then you can see the engagement and monetization report. So this kind of gives you, see how many, where there's, where do they come from, so you can see the different channels, the referring channel, directly they're coming to the link. So you can see that, um, and also track like users per day, per month, per week. You can see also, different trends. For instance, okay, people are booking on certain times of the day, certain times of the week, and so those kind of things will give you additional data. So if you want to increase rates on weekends and things like that, the Google the G4 data will really give you much better understanding of where traffic is coming from and how users are engaging. And so if you go to the monetization, so this kind of gives you all the reservations that came in, so you can see all the bookings that came in and see how much revenue actually. So this is where actually it's monetized. So people are coming in, and then you can tell exactly how many bookings came on such and such a time, and be able to filter those. I mean, this report's already on the reporting section. There's a lot more reports on Gray software, but this kind of gives you from a perspective of where these users are coming from, and then being able to drill down and see the total revenue stream from them. All right. So these are some of this. So if you look on the left-hand side, it shows the on the left-hand side, when you go to the Google Analytics and then you go to the reports, you will see all these reports. There's a bunch of these reports that can be very useful on a monthly basis to see how things are going. So we recommend that most people really get involved in putting your G4 account. I know everybody's busy, but this kind of things really gives you a higher end view of what's happening on your website, what's happening on your booking engine, so you can take appropriate actions. All right. Even if you just and also we provide a service. We do a couple things. I can just I'll share about a little bit later on. A couple things we do. We do like a very basic what we call as SEO tune-up and setup of G4. That's one thing we'll do. And also we do a monthly reporting section. If you want us to do the reporting, we basically go into your G4 account, pull all the the reports and put it into a PDF format, which will be easy for you to read, so you can make your inference on what we need to do. All right, let's keep going down. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Google free links. Okay, this is just, I'm just going to talk about just, we did a webinar already on this one. This is using the Google free booking links. So what happened in 2020 was that, a lot of the OTAs were down, the bookings were down. Actually, Google came up with the idea that they wanted to get involved in the OTA channels as well. But what they're doing differently is it's a free link. And what happens is with this one is, for instance, a PMS provider like us, Easy Innkeeping, Graysoft Easy Innkeeping, we are able to push availability, rates, all the details, 2-night minimum, whatever, all that things directly to Google. And what happens is you can go and search on Google. When somebody's searching for your property on Google, then what happens, they're able to show your availability right there, along with the big boys like the Booking.com, the Expedias. They'll also show your property, and people can directly click on there and go to your property and check availability. And then when they check availability, they're able to send you directly to your booking engine. So that way there is no commissions to Google at this point. Maybe we can just quickly, Sanjay, can you just turn over and just show 1708 house? Can we look at that property, and I'll show you how it, pretty simple, easy. You go to let's just say you're going to 1708 house and you're doing a search right there. I just did a search. If you see on the left hand side, it shows you a bunch of properties, but also it shows you see that 1708 house official site. That's what it is. So it's got a Booking.com, Priceline, Agoda. It's on so many different sites. This property is listed on so many different sites. But it shows you that there is an official site and the rate is $286. If you look on Booking.com, it's $346. So that way, if you click on that right there, it will take you to be able to go to your booking engine, and you can. This is still on Google right now, but once you put in the actual rates or the dates that you're coming in, still on Google. They want to keep you on Google. That's the bottom line, right? Google, what are they trying to do? They're trying to keep you on Google and as much as possible. So then they're putting you on Google, and then you are able to search for a specific, put your rooms and rate. I mean, put the rate that you're looking for, or preferences on the dates, and then it directly comes in to the booking engine right here. So that's what's happening. So it kind of really bypasses the search screen on our end. But it brings them directly to this page, and you put in the information here, put the credit card, boom, you're set, complete the booking, you're done. So this is what the Google free booking engine links. Everybody should really utilize this. This is not in the basic version. This is in the advanced, premium and platinum versions. It's already part of that. You don't have to do anything new. It's already there, so you can make use of this. All right. So definitely, please, take advantage of this one. All right, let's go to the next one. That's the Google free listing. And this is one statistic that I want to share. I love to talk data, because it really gives you the real-time, importance. Data gives you analysis to what's the most important, right? So I was initially telling you 52% of all bookings are coming through OTAs. 20 to 25% of all bookings are coming through booking engines. So if you look at OTAs, Google in the last few years, last 4 to 5 years now, 4 years really, is already at, it's over 5% of all bookings are coming to the properties through Google booking links. So it's really going to become much more, I think, very formidable for these OTAs, because in the last just 4 years, if you look at Expedia, they've been over 20 years, they've been in the market, so I think it was 97 or something they came out. But, these guys have just been there. Of course, Google has this huge, they have their whole, search engine options, right? There, 90% of people are using Google and Google search engines. So they're able to push that, their weight behind this OTA booking, free booking link. And at least for now, it's free. So I think everybody should utilize this and take advantage of this, because it's about 5 to 10% right now. They are all the OTAs. So they're able to take, the share from these other OTAs like Booking.com, Expedia. All right. Let's go to the next part, next section. The next thing is going to be the Google Hotel ads. This is a very special option that Google's actually uh, giving us. Google Ads. Everybody knows Google Ads. Everybody uses Google Ads for your booking engine, but they also provide a Google specific Google Hotel ads. So it's very specific to hotels. It's a paid advertising platform designed specifically for hotels. So they have a special, specific, ad format and how the room should show up, how the rate should show up, amenities are showing up. But this, Google Hotel Ads is across multiple platforms. It's not only on Google searches, it's also on maps. If you're going to search on a map for some place, then it can show up. It'll show these maps, where you can make a real-time booking right there. Also, it's on Google Assistant. So it's a really a huge benefit for doing Google Ads. Instead of Google Ads, you would just do Google Hotel Ads. All right. So let's go to the benefits of this one, because if you look at the Google Hotel Ads, you can drive traffic. You get great visibility, and you can also do campaigns that are very customized to your property, customized to not only property but also to your location, and also very targeted audiences as well. And of course, it ties in with your booking engine, the hotel booking engine as well. All right. So, any questions so far? If anyone have any questions, please feel free to just chime in. On the chat. You can just type in your questions on the chat. I'm just going to go to one more. This part of it just talks a little bit more detail about the Google Hotel ads, how they work. It's a step-by-step process. It says, you can do bidding on keywords related to hotel. So if you are in a very competitive area, of course, if you're in a competitive area, you're going to be your ad dollars are going to be much higher. You'll be paying much more, unless you can also define certain volume. Like you can do, okay, I'm going to spend $10 a day. That's it. So it's $300 a month, and you can cap it like that. So you can do different biddings, and of course your ads are going to be very specific. You can target your ads to different demographics as well. And if you need any help on this as well, we're more than happy to help. We charge you for doing regular full-fledged SEO, we charge for a full SEO, which we do like campaigns. We have 4 different things that we do on a regular basis. Once a month, we meet with you guys and walk you through that. That's a pretty that's the highest level that we do. That's $300 a month. But we also do like $100 a month. We do like a basic reporting, like the G4 analytics. We report for you, and also we'll be able to give you some ideas of what's the best things to do, and manage, how to change things and how to add things and things like that can be done. That's $100 a month. That's a very basic SEO, but we can also do high-level SEO with more, more details on different pages, campaigns, things like that, which runs about $300 per month. Go ahead. TripAdvisor. TripAdvisor is a meta search. Thanks, Mark, for that question. Is a meta search platform. So TripAdvisor, what it does, it pulls multiple searches right into TripAdvisor. So it's not just one single location, one single property. You're able to look at multiple multiple engines. So that way you pray to TripAdvisor. Some of them, they have they used to have the regular campaign, like PPC kind of campaign, pay-per-click kind of campaign, but they also can do the instant booking campaign. Google Hotel Ads is completely free. There's no charge at all. If you do, Google Free Links, talking about. Google Hotel Ads is very much based on your location, so you can define how much you want to spend per day, and define, like, it really depends on your location, which will kind of drive your pricing up or down. I think TripAdvisor is a little bit more very, very specific. At my bottom line, I'm not 100% sure about the differences, but mainly I would say TripAdvisor's meta search, which will be able to pull multiple people into one, one search location. And Google Hotel Ads will be very specific. If you look at the screenshot that we showed, if you go back to that one. So if you look at this one, this is a Google, search ad, right? So you're able to pull into a search window, like if they're doing somebody a map search, and there are multiple locations that people are searching. So I think your bang for the buck will definitely be on the Google, I would say. Because of course it's multiple locations that are there, but it will really, you would need to play with it, because I think one of the key differences will be location. TripAdvisor, if it's a destination location, yes, definitely people are going to go to TripAdvisor because they're already going to, like, Galveston, Texas, or certain areas like Orlando or something like that, right? So they're going to TripAdvisor to get information there. But if your location is going to be more a general location, then I think Google Hotel Ads, at least that's my understanding. Of course, it's going to be unique for each property. I hope it answers your question. But any other questions, please feel free to you know put that on. Can you go to the look at the specific things on the? Let's go down to the next section, the next ad part. So if you look at the, yeah, go to one more down. Okay, Google Hotel Ads, yes. Uh, if you look at the Google Hotel Ads, can you keep going down, guys? One more. Yeah, so with the Google Hotel Ads, you can do the CPC, pay per click, or you can do also on confirmed bookings, or you can do a hybrid model. So this is a pretty good option for them to have multiple ways to do your pricing. So you can do cost per click, and then, or you can just say, okay, based on actual bookings that's coming through, then you can pay a commission on that. So if you compare this with like a OTA booking, then you can see, wow, so this might be much more cheaper than doing an OTA booking, if you do like a CPA kind of conversion, and that way I think Google had Hotel Ads might be a better bang for the buck. All right, let's keep going down. um Keep going down. Go to the next one. Okay, so bid price. So this is the different, how they're going to rank you. It's just a maximum CPC bid, or ad quality, relevance, landing pages, price competitiveness, hotel eligibility. Um, and I think, the ads always, they get better over time. And then, you just need to keep refining them. We see that, you have to really spend, on a regular basis, get inside and see, taking out negative words, things like that, or look at the ad campaign and keep refining that. And overall, what Google does definitely is that it uh, you know the quality of the ads, if it gets better, the quality is better, the relevance is better, the pricing goes down. So that way you're able to minimize your pricing to as you refine your ads. And now there's a lot of AI tools that's being used, with AI pricing models. So you can do a lot more, in terms of adjusting your pricing and understanding what's the total CPC that you provide, using some of these um, tools. And of course, Google's using their own AI as well. And I think there is a new OpenAI has released actually another version. I think it's like fairly new, which might also compete with some of these hotel ads kind of thing. We were just hearing about it, but definitely, we've done some AI related um, webinars in the past. So hopefully one of these webinars will be able to include these things in the AI space as well. But anyway, this one gives you like the overall pricing, how the quality of the ads is going to change the pricing as a whole. All right. Yeah, then of course reviews are going to make a big difference. Your profile, business profile, hotel policies. Definitely reviews are great. These guys are really big on that. But now, what do you do? Do you put it on hotel? Do you do Google reviews? Do you do TripAdvisor reviews? I mean, there's so many now. Trustpilot. Several things are also out there. So it's kind of a really a mixed bag. Um, Google says that if you do a lot of reviews, when we talk to our Google rep, they say, yeah, get more reviews, then we'll be able to rank you better, so, but that's something to look into as well. All right, keep going down. Okay. Yeah, best practice for maximizing your return on investment. Okay, optimize your listing, specific audiences, and of course, monitor performance. And I think monitor performance is really, really important. And I think that's kind of how you're able to refine and make your presentation, your ads much better. And then once you see a better presentation or your ads, then your cost goes down as well. All right, well, and then this is the last screen. As I mentioned, we have special pricing for webinar clients, people that are going to be watching this later on. If you want us to do the SEO and set up the G4 account for you, we'll be able to do that. It's a one-time setup cost for $200 all the way till 4th of October. But then if you want to continue to do a G4 reporting and SEO monitoring, fine-tuning, we can do for 2 pages, which is basically about $100 a month. But overall, the idea with optimizing and working with Google, as I mentioned in the beginning, is 90% of all searches are coming through Google. So we have 3 different options for Google. Definitely make sure that you take advantage of the Google G4 connectivity to your booking engine. Um, uh, Sanjay, do you have our PMS open? We can maybe just show them one last screen where the booking engine link, where the G4 account plugs in. Okay, great. So we need to log in. All right, that's okay. But anyway, I think any other questions in the meantime? I mean, what was sharing with asking to show the screen is that so your booking engine has these links. Make sure you add G4 to those booking engines so that you can track it and make sure that you see the traffic and all the reporting that we were showing. And that's one. Definitely make use of this. Take advantage of the Google free links to your website. Definitely, that's a very it's a free tool, free thing that Google's giving. Make use of it. On our end, you would need to make sure that you are a part of the. I think it's the you might want to check on our website for the pricing of that one. It's basically advanced version actually has that, premium and advanced version has that as well. And then finally the Google Hotel Ads. So those 3 things are the ones that we presented today. Hopefully it'll be of use to each one of you and take advantage of it. If we have the PMS site to show, Sanjay, we go ahead and show that. Otherwise we can. Is there any other questions?
I have a question.
Go ahead, sir. Who's this?
This is Brian at the Auburn Inn Motel.
Okay, go ahead, Brian.
Where do we find a recording of the webinar?
So once we finish it, we will send an email and we'll put it on our homepage as well.
Okay.
You see this right here. This is the screen. This is the, I think, display screen. And this one, you see that's where you enter your Google property ID. This is basically the G4 ID that will go here. And then once this goes into here, all the booking pages will be linked to the G4 account. So when you go into your G4 account, you'll be able to click on it and see, oh, where are the guys going? I mean, how many bookings are coming, or are they, somewhere dropping off in the middle? You can see all that data. And then if you want us to do anything, we'll be more than happy to help you with that. Please feel free to reach out to on our chat, or you can just email sales, SALES @gracestart.com, and give us a call. We'll be more than happy to help you with setting up the G4 account and also doing the monitoring if you are interested. All right. Thank you, everybody. If there's no question, I see someone's typing. Where do we get it? Okay, so Mark, the property ID needs to come from inside of Google account. So you would need to log into Google Analytics. I think that's what we were showing you earlier. We can just go back and show you one more time quickly. When you log into, if you're on your Google account, so you log into Google, so you go to that, under there on the left hand side, you see that bottom, it'll show you settings, admin. Click on that admin sections right there, and then you go to data streams. You see that data streams at the top right hand corner, and then on the right hand side here, you'll see the G4 account information. Okay, there you see that. You see that measurement ID. That's the G4 account ID right there. Just click that and copy that, and you can paste it into Easy in Keeping, and then you're good to be connected right there. Okay, thank you everybody. Thanks for being on this call. Please, give us your feedback. We'd be more than happy to hear what are the other topics that is relevant and what's important for property owners. We'd be more than happy to address those in an upcoming webinar.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.